another phase, we need to complete the current phase. Okay, so I will continue with the advantages of this life cycle. First, it is very simple to implement, and second is it is easy for us to produce the documentation of each stage. So the advantages is we cannot proceed to another stage before we complete the current stage, and any changes can cause many confusion because if we move to another stage, we need to complete all the design process before we can make any amendment to the previous stage. So there are five phases in this life cycle. The first one is planning and analysis, followed by design and prototyping, implementation and production, testing and integration. Lastly is maintenance and follow-up. So the first phase is planning and analysis. So in this phase, we will collect all the requirements that needed by this project to be complete. And this is the most important phase because we need to understand the requirement of this project. So all possible requirements needed for this project need to be collected in this phase. And a specific document, which is a requirement document, need to be created to serve the purpose of a guideline of the net phase of this model. For requirement, so these are the example of the requirement that can be collected in this phase. The first one is project touch. The second one is project scope, followed by target audience, and the last one is the message. So these are the example of the project that can be done in multimedia, for example, electronic books and magazine, kiosk information center, multimedia database, and so on. So for our project scope, we need to know what we are doing, what it is for. So what we want to say in the project and what what will be used, the approach for this project. So next is our target audience. First, we need to know their background. Okay, like for example, their age, education, and gender. What are their preference? Okay, so what are their equipment that they will be used to access our product? And last one is the message. What are the message that we need to deliver in our project? Okay, so I have talk about the collect all the requirement in this phase. So after we collect all the requirement, we need to do the analysis and document it. Okay, so
for the design phase, the main purpose of this phase is to create a blueprint that will satisfy all the technical requirements. Second one is to identify all the input, processes, and output needed. The third one is help avoid misunderstanding by involving the stakeholders such as manager and users. In design phase, what we can see here is it involves two ways, logical design and physical design. For the design phase, logical design, the system analyzed make use of the information collected in the requirement phase to design the system independently of any hardware or software system. And for the physical design, once the higher level logical design is complete, the system analyzed transforms it into a physical design dependent on the specification of specific hardware and software technologies. For the storyboard is the process of defining the message and describing by user interaction with content and application. Storyboarding involving a complex effort to develop panel for screen layout that describe content, flow, and format. Storyboarding is similar to the requirement activity describing what the application is going to do and how it is going to do in terms of the content. The project designer, subject matter expert will develop and review the comprehensively covered with a patient that anticipated end user gathering. As we can see, this is the record template, which is we have project information, frame numbering, line numbering, other multimedia description, notes, graphic description, text and narration. And also we have graphic other media writing. This is storyboard example of today for multimedia dalam pendidikan pendidikan seni. In the storyboard we have arahan that's graphic dengan animation. And also we have penerangan dan definition visual. In storyboard also we have flow chart, which is we have started and end. In sometimes frequently also storyboard example. We have the example of text graphic animation, which is we have the actor or actress, and we have arahan penerangan, which is how jata alih suara teks and video.
What is implementation? Implementation is the realization of an application or execution of a plan, idea, model, design, or policy. In this case, the multimedia developer will convert a design such as storyboard into a multimedia project. The tasks involved in this case are creating text, creating the graphic, inserting the animation, inserting audio, and inserting the video. Okay, now we will go to the inserting text. By referring to storyboard, the developer will choose which font size or font style that suits with each thing. They also will choose the readability of each text with the background. Okay, now I will explain about the static graphic. The developer will insert graphic either from a picture being taken or clear with a camera, one taken from the internet, or scanned by a scanner. Each graphic will be used according to what stated by the storyboard. Okay. Okay. Inserting animation. Animation can be applied on the graphic we have inserted. It usually be done by developing it using appropriate software and whether or not the animation was needed as the storyboard stated. Okay, next, inserting audio. Audio are usually required in most projects, but there are still something that needed to take care of. For example, we must make sure that the audio format complies with the multimedia authoring that been used. Audio can be obtained by recording our own voice in video form, downloading from internet, or by creating our own file using specific software such as Audacity. Okay, plus the of the video is video can be obtained by using the video recorder such as maybe nowadays we have Sony and other camera or by downloading from internet, making our own video or purchasing ready-made video from multimedia publisher. The suitability of inserting video inside multimedia project depend on what the storyboard state. Okay. Last but not least, role of end user. Implementation in multimedia also benefit from high level of user involvement and with development support. Such as users are heavily involved in system design, they have more ability to know the system according to their priorities and business requirement. And the second example is they are more likely to react positively to the change process. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
What is testing and integration? In the integration and system testing phase, all the product units are integrated and tested to ensure that the complete system meets the software requirements. that every modules in the system itself will be integrated to each other, whether it will be run perfectly or not, and then it will be tested for its functionality. And there are two types of system tests: function test and performance test. Function test requires no knowledge of the internal workings of the software, but it does require knowledge of the system's functional requirements. Once the basic functionality of a system is ensured, testing can turn to how well the system performs its functions. It means here that the tester will not have to understand what is inside the coding itself, but the main mission here, the main goal here is to check whether the systems function as what requested by the client itself. For the performance testing, it consists of such things as stress tests, volume tests, timing tests, and recovery tests. It is for reliability, availability, and maintenance testing. May also be included in performance testing. Particularly, performance testing is about how the system will respond if some sort of um, pressure given to it. So, is it okay or not? The system right? Okay. The last slide for this testing and integration. In system testing, there are several activities performed. For example, it integrates the unit tested code and test it to make sure if it works as expected. It means that several modules of the system may be tested for its integration, how well it will communicate to each other. The second is perform all the testing activities, functional and non-functional, to make sure that the system meets requirements. Okay. The third one is in case of any anomaly, report it. Any case of anomaly means that if there are some problems with the system, the tester, which may be an independent tester or within the team itself, should report all the problems arise in a document. The fourth one is track your progress on testing through tools like traceability metrics, ARM. The fifth, report your testing activities. Report your testing activities means all the debugs for the system must be recorded very in detail. The deliverables for system testing are test cases, test reports, and defect reports and updated matrices. That's all for the integration and testing. Thank you.
The specifies the meaning of maintenance is it refers to managing operation and use of a product once it has gone into distribution. The differences is classification by according to strategy and the type of change of introduced. So next is the update and product improvement. You can either complete redistribution of the product of redistribution of portion of the product to replace faulty or deficiency segment of software and data. Depending on the extent of the rework, maintenance activities may be accomplished a new development cycle for planning through authority and evaluation. The retention also of all version is important. As example, we can see that here the CD-ROM versus web change usability. Okay, let's say that how does delivery via CD-ROM versus web change to this activity? So the answer is the life cycle of a student program is typically ends at this point, but the lifetime of a program for a real world application, however, it is
This project concerns research into the use of multimedia and social communications technology for the program comprehension process. The program comprehension is a time-consuming process and conventionally centered around securing of the source code and any social formal textual documentation. A prototype of MUMMI system has been developed that enables software developers to capitalize on the different information types and to document an application in multimedia format. This has the result that when the system enters the further development or maintenance stage, understanding of its working is facilitated through the rich multimedia attributes of video, audio, graphics, and animation.